This dude literally talks exactly like Dark Viper would. This dude is a freak. It makes sense that YMS is a part of the normalization of having sex with animals. So Idubbbz and Anissa are friendly with a guy that has defended the idea that if you fuck an animal, you shouldn't go to jail. Got real good people in your corner, Ian. You got real great defenders, brother. You're a freak. I'm not saying you should lose your platform because there's no evidence that you have sexually an animal, but like, you're a freak. How could you look at this and think that's sexually fucking gratifying to you? How? Like, how do you sit there and go, yeah, I beat off to that? How do you do that? How is he mad that people can come to the conclusion that he might want to fuck an animal? Like, you should feel shame that you are a furry. You should feel regret for being a furry. You should feel completely degenerately disgusting if you identify as a furry.
You're suing a man and you ended with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum! Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
All right, we're going to talk about Ian and Anissa's good friend, Your Movie Sucks. Now, if you need to know anything about this guy, he wants to fuck Scar from The Lion King.
And on that note, I think I should leave. What an introduction. What? Why?
What do you mean, why? He's argued in favor of bestiality on Reddit. I don't know. You want to watch? Let's see how it goes.
Welcome back to Idiot Influencers. Today we'll be covering a beloved movie reviewer here on YouTube named Adam Johnston, aka Your Movie Sucks. I used to be a fan of YMS up until
I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. He's like a huge channel, and I don't know a damn thing about this guy. I'm really glad Rob put this out.
It's always a fucking white guy.
It's always a white guy with the pirate software hair.
a few years ago, and recently I've decided to look into his now forgotten controversies, ones that he successfully turned into running gags within his content. But the more I've delved into them, the more degenerate and twisted
Oh my god, look at his shirt. No!
Adam truly seems to be.
To him, that's like wearing a shirt for like a famous porn star to him.
I'm not really going to be focusing on his movie reviews themselves, as many of those controversies are small and overall insignificant, though a few are funny to me, like when he negatively reviewed the film Prince of Egypt, because he's a hardcore Reddit atheist who hates all
I don't want to review this movie because it has too much god themes, and he makes a whole video talking about it. Like, come on.
things Christianity. There's also drama involving him and his former roommate and editor
Trans? Trans question mark?
Mark.
Oh my
Mark
God.
kept making excuses for why he couldn't get work done, leading
I'm curious what this paragraph is. I'm sorry, but it's an accurate way of framing the situation. If he took a break because of the stress, that would have been fine, and I would have supported that. The problem is the dozenth time he's just dedicated to stop working for several weeks without telling me. There was seriously a 3-week period where he literally didn't touch his work because he got a new girlfriend and spent all of his time with her instead. That's not stress. That's being selfish. He never announced anything to me once. He just left it for me to figure out and confront him about it every single time. He never communicated with me despite my dozens of pleas for him to. He only ever acknowledged anything when I was already at the point of being broken down and holding back tears or crying in front of him. What the fuck is this about? I gave him dozens of chances. And at the point of being broken down and holding back tears. Oh, wait, I already read that. He made dozens of empty promises, and I foolishly believed. He just kept doing the same thing every 2 to 6 weeks. I was in so much denial about the situation that I was seriously editing a lot of these videos for him. Wait a minute. This is about his editor? Yes, on top of all other much denial about this. Oh, wait. Projects I'm juggling at the same time. When he should have been doing it himself. He stopped working because he's unmotivated and only wants to do things that make him happy, like chatting online and playing video games. Yeah, God forbid. He was lying to me and lying to all of his patrons. Wait, is this about another creator? Saying he would take a break because of the stress. It is the same as blaming the straw that broke the camel's back. He was just on a 9-day paid vacation that I paid for him to go on. No, this is about an editor. And he didn't even try to edit when we got back. I had made it clear how important it was to me. he was working that week too, because that was the only week he was back before leaving for another 1 to 2 weeks for his brother's wedding. He seriously didn't even try. He admitted to me before that he had more motivations to edit when he was streaming, but he didn't even try that. He literally wasn't making any efforts at all. It was a long time coming, completely absurd, and used up all the patience and trust I had to offer. Like, what the? Why would you write this?
Leading to Adam having mental breakdowns.
All you have to do is just edit it. If your guy says, I can't edit it, just edit it yourself. Or find another editor for temporary work.
Over the stress of it all. Around 2017, he became more open about the fact that he's a furry, or a fur fag,
Gross.
as he likes to call it.
Just pure, unadulterated evil. Is that you're being more comfortable with the idea of being a furry. It's just gross. You're a disgusting creature.
I can't really call this common knowledge, but anyway, I'm not joking. I'm a gigantic fur fan. I go to the conventions.
So
I masturbate to furry pornography or whatever.
Okay.
And so
Why are you telling people this?
A fur what?
He's a fur. Those are the exact words that came out of his mouth. And he says he's been to conventions. He masturbates to furry pornography. He just tells people on Moist Critical's podcast. Why? Why are you so open about this? This is why we need to kink shame more.
So just the fact that I can't even get a boner without thinking of half animal, half human cartoon. That
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna say something. Chris, you just gotta let me go. It's not gonna be long. It's not gonna be long. Listen, I know this is gonna sound very simpish of me.
Stop. What are
Women
you doing?
are awesome.
Okay.
Grown women are some of the most mystical looking motherfuckers on the face of the fucking earth. Literally, you could just go online, go on Instagram, and see your fantasy. An oddly pear-shaped woman with voluptuous tits or an ass that you might consider a BBL. You can jerk off to that. And that is 10 times more normal than getting on a fucking podcast with grown men and telling them you can't get hard without thinking of half human, half animal.
That's gospel, dude. That's truth. That's the Lord's words.
You can't be fucking serious right now.
He's
And what might be wrong with all of these people listening to where they don't say, "Hold on, buddy,
It's so wrong.
weird here."
This is why Charlie's a fucking bitch sometimes. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, you can't just look at that and go, what the fuck are you talking
Harley, shut the fuck up. Women are awesome. Grown adult women are essentially fantasies.
about? Okay. So, okay,
They are.
you're going crazy.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They're built in many different fucking ways, Chris. You know this. Don't let these fucking cucks online get you to
Women
not
are
admit it.
women are great, but like the way you're describing it is absolutely
What are you
over
talking
the
about?
top.
That we just listened to a dude who said he can't get hard without thinking of a half fucking half, and you complain about me?
I'm complaining about him.
I'm sitting here saying that you could jerk off to real women.
You could,
This nigga
but
just
this guy
got up here
can't.
and said he can't get hard unless he can see a half human, half dragon, half human, half penguin, half human, half lizard.
He's in the
What
are
are we
lions,
talking
dude.
about?
He's in the lions.
This is sick.
this is
This is fucking sick. Niggas are losing it. Y'all losing it. How don't you fucking hit play? Niggas are losing it. This is the most insane shit on the planet. Stop this. Actually, fucking stop. Listen.
Oh my god.
99, fuck 99. 100% of the problems that exist for a lot of these motherfuckers are because they feel comfortable enough to share it with motherfuckers who are weird enough to listen. They ain't even gotta agree. They're weird enough to fucking listen. Fuck all of these people. Why is nobody calling it what it is? Weird.
It's against God. It's against nature. Like, you're just a gross person. That's how I look at it. Like, you're just a disgusting wretch of a human being. Like, we need to bring king shaming
Motherfuckers
back.
sees a meerkat and thinks, ooh, if only it had a women's bottom. What?
that's pretty fucking weird on its own. So I mean,
Is this a joke or are you?
it's not a
on,
joke.
like-
I know that.
You hear that? He's like, "Are you like kidding? Like, are you being like serious right now?" Like, at least one of them are like, "What are you talking about?"
It's, my sarcastic voice sounds exactly like my serious voice. When I say I'm a fur fag, I'm not even just referencing the joke of what people call furries. I mean, like, I'm super fucking gay too.
Oh,
and I know my
SWAT
voice.
cats then.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what SWAT cats was.
Please leave.
Adam claims he's sexually attracted to male furries, and has a history of going to furry conventions. In fact, his iconic profile picture is a cropped image of him next to whatever the fuck this
Are
is. This was taken.
you fucking kidding me?
That's his profile on YouTube.
So you're telling me this dude just can't get his fucking dick hard unless he sees a fox who's like at the top is just a fucking male fox, and
Blowing a
at
dude.
the bottom is just a human dick. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually getting me to become brainwashed?
And he made that
What
photo
is
his
this?
YouTube profile photo.
Taken at Rainforest 2012, and if that name
I cannot believe that this dude was at Rainforest. Have you watched that Internet Historian video, Leon? It's the one about the furry convention, that all the nitrous oxide and the diapers and all that shit. Have you ever seen that video?
God, I'm so glad I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You should watch the Rainforest video by Internet Historian. It's very interesting, but like so I'll break it down real quick. It's a very controversial convention that happened, I believe, in Seattle, where it's like a furry convention, right? And all these people show up to like go to shows, like a convention shit, but for furries. And it got so bad that they were banned from like the actual hotel chain that hosted it at this one location. They all got caught doing nitrous. There was like diapers being thrown on people's cars, destruction of public property, public sex, selling mushrooms, like all this crazy shit was going on. And this dude went to that.
sounds familiar, you've most likely seen this Internet Historian video. Rainforest became infamous after its 2015 convention due to the degeneracy of all the attendees. Multiple sexual assaults were reported, furries were illegally hotboxing in their rooms, a flood was started due to someone loosening a toilet's bolts, 2,000 nitrous oxide canisters.
Look at the amount of nitrous oxide. Look at the amount of NOS, bro. 2,000 canisters of NOS. I've only been in a house full of like 100 canisters, and I thought that was crazy. This is 2,000 fucking canisters.
Were found in the stairwell, and used diapers were being left on people's cars. Adam went to Rainforest 2015, claiming that none of that actually happened. He quickly corrects himself by saying it did happen, but it was all done by a small minority of people.
So it did happen. So he was covering up for it.
People don't realize is that like a lot of the shit that people think the convention got banned for is not what it actually got banned for. Half of the shit that appeared online, the like, ooh, people were leaving diapers in the stairwells and diapers on cars and shit, like that didn't actually happen, and it was just one guy.
That was not a thing.
It was literally, you can trace it back to one Twitter account.
Either way, all future Rainforest conventions were cancelled due to these incidents. In 2022, Adam would show off his persona, a feminine horse. Vosh is popping incidents. In 2022,
I'm gonna kill you.
This is the persona he went with, a feminine horse.
Wait, I thought he was gay.
That's
So, like,
so
what are
many
you
I
doing
thought he
running
was
as
gay
a woman?
too.
Astonished face emoji.
Dude, Rob is right. Vosh is hard to this shit. He's fucking hard.
Adam would show off his persona, a feminine horse. Vosh is popping an insane boner.
Hello, Liana. Can you tell Andy? Can you tell Andy that him and PPP won? Like, they just won. Like, straight up. Like, they just straight up won. Tell Andy that they just fucking raped Idubbbz mentally. There's no recourse for him moving forward.
Right now, he posts a series of photos in this suit, along with porn where he's having sex with big black bulls. I'm obviously not going to show
I'm sorry, what? He did what?
a series of photos in this suit, along with porn where he's having sex with big black bulls.
You'll send him this? What? The your movie sucks thing? Yeah, I recommend it. But like this guy was uploading videos. Oh shit. I just hit the yeah boy on the sound effect. The fucking black guy with the chef hat. He was posting videos getting banged by black guys in bull outfits. How? How did nobody like make fun of this guy earlier?
I'm obviously not going to show any of this. What I will show you is this infamous tweet from April 2018. It reads, "To all of the people out there that think illustrated and or fictional porn depicting illegal activity should be illegal, why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder? I don't see how it's different from an ethical standpoint."
Now, if
Leon.
you'll allow me.
Yeah, I want to
You'll
see
allow
Leon's
me.
take on this one because I already know mine.
Rewind.
All right.
Wait, do you even need to rewind it?
No.
Is that the
I'll
thing?
let you listen to it. Let's listen to it read out again.
Think illustrated and or fictional porn depicting illegal activity should be illegal? Why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder? I don't see how it's different from an ethical standpoint.
Now, Leon, how do you feel about this take? Because I already know my take. I already know. This is a very Vosh talking point. I think
White people have done irreparable damage to discourse, from the quartering to Vosh to you to
What?
Hassan. It is fucking terrible.
I've done nothing to my whites. Okay.
What the fuck? Give your best what defense? Listen. Leon is a very multifaceted individual.
Sure, buddy.
Leon is not defending porn.
Well,
Especially child porn.
which is the argument that I
Sorry.
see here.
Sorry. I don't want to see child porn in a Harry Potter movie. Sorry.
Nobody wants to see that shit drawn in the first place. Nobody should.
I don't want
It needs to be
see-
illegal.
I don't want to see child porn in the next Disney movie. Sorry.
Such a brave
And anyone, but anyone who tries to correlate the two, you're missing a very fine detail.
Mm-hmm.
Child porn.
What the fuck? This guy is like every single Voshite fucking debate pedophile rapist motherfucker that just has to have like a contrarian opinion to look cool. This guy in particular doesn't really understand the important nature of a conversation like this in general. Depicting acts of murder is not the same as depicting an act of child rape. I'm sorry, it never will be. This is a Dansburst argument. This is a Vosh argument.
man.
Like, shut up. Like,
Friday was such a great movie for the black people, but damn, if only we had a scene
no.
of a
Don't
motherfucker
say it.
jerking it to a kid.
No!
It's
That's
purposely
that'd
vague,
made it
but it's
so
clear to
much
me
better
and many
for you,
others.
right?
Stop it.
This is a defense of lolicon and shotacon. If you
Oh, it's literally a defense for Lolly and Shota.
Wait, I know why he likes the movie Cars, because of that fucking first scene when Lightning McQueen's in his truck and the two fucking girl cars just flash their headlights.
you don't know what that is, it's sexual drawings of children. If this sounds like a reach, a lot of the top comments are making defenses of this stuff, and it becomes clear.
Yeah, it's almost like Lollicods and Shotacods are trying to like be cool with pedophilia or at least normalize it to some capacity. It's almost like that's what they do.
Once additional context is added. Only a few days earlier, a massive drama erupted on furry Twitter due to someone named Tacklebox being exposed for allegedly enjoying cub porn. Most furries called this
Leon, do you know what cub porn is?
Christopher, I'm going to kill you.
Do you know what it is?
Stop asking me shit.
But do you know?
Like you know I
You know
don't
we shit on Tipster
You-
for it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't
Tips.
think I've ever
Yeah, you were
shat
the-
on Tipster for
you're-
cup porn.
You were on the live stream where we were talking about Tipster defending like crazy shit, and one of them was a guy that used a actual child as a reference and traced over the child in
I
like
thought
a
he
baby.
was just
Like, no, hold on, like a baby animal in a diaper, and that is cub porn.
what?
Yeah. So like anything involving like anthropomorphic animal children in like semi-sexualized situations or even sexual situations obviously is considered cub pornography. So Tipster was defending the artist for some reason, and it was really fucking weird to defend it, and he never really acknowledged that it was traced over an actual child. Cub porn is basically furry CP.
So look, we're gonna do this one of two ways. We need a genocide of white people, and we need that.
We don't need
Or-
a genocide of white people.
Or I was watching one
Wait,
of my
hold on, wait.
black
Fun
streamer
fact:
friends.
same guy who drew that meme of the tiger cooking meth. What?
I was watching fucking. Speaking of genocide, I was watching one of my black streamer friends, and somebody in motherfuckers chat just kept saying black people are gonna be extinct by 2100. It was like motherfucker was confused as to why they kept saying that. Typed in chat, you know why they're saying that.
this out. But I guess Adam had to vague post, downplaying what happened here.
Wait,
seeing that
bitch,
Adam is very
I forgot. This motherfucker probably jerks off the brother bear.
Yeah, he probably does. Well, technically, would that count because he's into like half human, half animal? So like, even
there's
though,
a
hold on,
cub in it.
no, let me finish. So like, if we're gonna go with like what he finds attractive, right? Like the brother bear is just a human that transformed into a bear. He's not.
But there's
he's
another
not
bear.
either
That's a
or.
boy. It's a little boy.
True, there is Coda, the little cub bear. Oh my god.
Very well connected to the furry community, it can't be a coincidence that this is what he's responding to. And if you still think this is a stretch, Adam
There's also Zootopia. He probably jerked off to Zootopia.
was on stream with Mark defending the idea of drawn CP, saying it should be legal.
Should animated child porn be legal? Yes, it should be.
Okay.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Don't show this motherfucker 101 Dalmatians.
No, don't do that. Wood chipper,
Does he
chat, wood chipper. Does he clop?
You shouldn't be able to go to jail for drawing something, even if it's like disgusting and people don't agree.
I hate this shit. It's not trying to take down the expression of somebody trying to draw the things that they like. It's drawing something that depicts an illegal act involving harming a minor that pedophiles use as a way to get their kicks off. That's the problem. Like,
Agree with it.
Yeah, it's like
Like, you can just not look at it if you don't like it. There's no victim to drawing something.
what if there's somebody, let's say a pedophile is getting off to that shit, right? And then that pedophile gets tired of that and then acts upon their desire to rape a kid. What about that?
Hey, I got a better one.
Okay,
I got a
Shad,
better
man. Okay, Shad.
one. What if motherfucker just looks at a real human child
And goes,
of a
that's like my
famous
head.
YouTuber and draws them in child porn style?
Yeah, well, I wonder what that feels like to be the parent of somebody that goes through something like that, to see your child in a sexualized manner drawn.
That's fucking crazy.
I love it when people think that like an actual baby's been harmed by drawing one. It's like, what are you?
Can we ban all the Shad Bad stuff then? Because those were all, Daphne Keene was a minor when he depicted Daphne Keene being raped and pissed on.
I feel like the problem is that everyone got too comfortable. We indoctrinated a bunch of people to feel comfortable, and somehow that got fixed into being weird. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. You can go on Pornhub, Spank Bank, X videos, X Bunny, all this shit. You could jerk off to women scissoring, grown women scissoring. And that is infinitely more normal than whatever the fuck this dude is talking.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this horse shit?
Apparently he
I
responded.
want
Hold
white
on.
men with long hair arrested.
Okay. I got that.
People forget the case that happened in the Sonic fandom with Paul and Amy when Amy Rose wasn't enough for him. Now he's sitting in prison.
True, people do forget that.
Like mental. I know that like people get uncomfortable, but like
Yeah,
that's,
exactly. We
there's
shouldn't
no logic.
jail people for being uncomfortable.
You want Sephiroth arrested? Fuck yeah!
This stream clip is currently unlisted. Huh, I wonder why. The only time I've seen this stuff get brought up significantly is when Turkey Tom briefly mentioned it.
And why is your name Turkey Tom, but you're not a turkey? All right, if you
God, fucking Keeb's old Twitter videos are still fucking. He's not even a turkey.
really wanted to pull this off and brand it right, you'd be a fucking turkey.
In mid-2018, Tom made a now-lost video covering Degenerate, where he made a slight jab against Adam. Adam clapped back with a really angry comment. I love how literally all it took was for me to comment, yup, on one of Digi's videos for you to basically go, hey, did you know that YMS also thinks that jerking it to a cartoon isn't the same as abusing children? He's a fur fag. Therefore, arguments that he supports are wrong. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
This guy talks like, oh my god, it just hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. This dude talks like Dark Viper. This dude literally talks exactly like Dark Viper would.
Go look at what I just sent you, Chris.
No way. I'm having a 1-for-1 moment. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, I think Rob brings this up in the video. The scar plush has landed. Thank you to everyone who donated.
You just know this motherfucker put a hole in that thing.
Now he did. He must have. It's been a month. Dude, he found Scar. They gave him like a big plushie. I'm so scared. I'm scared for that plushie, dude.
Hilarious. He then rants about Kiwi Farms, calling them out for doxing. However, I suspect that he's more mad at Kiwi Farms for documenting a really creepy habit of his. On another stream, Adam would defend bestiality, the sexual
No! Don't defend bestiality paying Mass Effect 2!
attraction to animals. He flat out says that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals. See,
This is just Dan. This is Dan's burst with 1 million+ subs. We're looping back. This is Dan's burst with millions of subs. No!
seeing that as some form of
Chris, $20 on the line.
20?
He jerked off to that girl who fucked that dog.
The one, was there ever video of that? Because if there's a video, he must have jerked off. He must have.
Gotta be a video of that.
This is a joke before he tries to sue us.
bigotry.
If a state has animal abuse laws but not zoophilia bestiality laws, that means that if they have sex with an animal and it is determined that they were abusing the animal, sexually or not, you know, if they raped the animal, if they forced the animal and the animal didn't like it, then they would.
The action of having sex with an animal outside, like out of the species gene pool, is rape. They cannot consent. Animals can't consent. Can we stop? Can we stop having these fucking conversations?
Now hold on, Chris. You people have a history of this.
What
Remember
history?
One man, one fish.
We are not. You are not going to lump all the fucking white people in on this.
Yeah.
I am going to find a black guy that raped an animal, and I'm going to send it to you.
And the best you got is us eating them, bitch. Good luck.
I will find a video, and not a video. I will find an article written on a guy that was the black guy that raped an animal, and I will send that to you.
Would determine that the animal was being abused. The reason why zoophilia and bestiality laws exist is because people would be in court over having sex with an animal, and no one would be able to determine whether or not the animal was actually abused. Which
What?
Okay, we gotta listen to that back. There's no fucking way.
The reason why zoophilia and bestiality laws exist is because people would be in court over having sex with an animal, and no one would be able to determine whether or not the animal was actually abused. Which I don't think you should go to jail if there's no evidence whatsoever that the animal was being abused. Because if the animal wasn't abused, then you're not really helping anybody. You're just putting somebody in jail because you don't like them, because you think that what they're doing is gross and you don't understand them.
And
Chris, you just don't understand.
Oh yeah, try to devil advocate that one. I can't wait to see how Black Tipster handles this one.
He's on a different plane of existence. He understands. He asked the animal for consent and it barked. He bought a dog and grew that dog to penis insertion size, and he looked at the dog and said, "Do you consent?" And the dog just went, "Arr." And he found that to be enough.
But did you hear the last part where he like turned around and he's trying to say you're just putting someone in jail because you find what they do gross and you don't understand them? Dude.
Yep.
It's not an understanding. It's the idea fundamentally as a human being that you are having relations with an animal that cannot consent outside of the gene pool. No animal can consent. And then the zoophiles argue this shit where it's like, well, then all of nature's rape. Yeah, have you seen how ducks do that? Ducks rape constantly. Dolphins rape constantly. Cats have hooks on their penises to not let the female run away. It's all rape in the animal kingdom.
Oklahoma woman arrested for alleged sexual acts with dog. Videos found on porn sites. You want to guess the skin color?
I don't want to guess because I know what it is.
But said stuff like this.
You know.
I know what it is, and I'm disgusted with my people. Wait a minute. He left Reddit comments about his zoophilia. Come on, bro. If anyone wants to have an actual discussion, read this. I want you to read this.
Florida influencer arrested for having sex with a dog for $500 and posting it on Instagram. You want to guess the skin color again?
White.
All of this is this year.
What? You found 2 in this year?
In March and in April.
My God, a month apart. That's fucking crazy.
Now I'm gonna read this one.
Yeah, I want you to read this. I want you to see how
woman wanted in connection with bestiality bus.
That's not what I said to read.
What am I reading?
You're reading this shit.
Oh, if anyone wants to have any actual discussion on the subject, I'm perfectly willing to defend my controversial opinions. Right now, I'm just seeing a lot of wow, Adam, without any actual constructive debate or discussion. Here's the comment I just left on the video, in case anyone's wondering. Thank you for linking to the original video in the description so people can see the full argument, but I do not see why you left out so much of it. I stand by my controversial opinions. I do not believe that sex with animals should be encouraged, but I am wholeheartedly against imprisoning those who have had non-abusive sexual relations.
Oh, do you hear? Do you hear what he's saying?
Love ya. No homo. At this point, we need an entire internet blackout for at least 6
months. You all right? Can I finish reading?
I'm sorry. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out just hearing that part. Like,
you want me to read it again?
No. Let's keep going.
I'm gonna read it again.
God damn it.
I do not believe that sex with animals should be encouraged, but I am wholeheartedly against imprisoning those who have had non-abusive sexual relations with animals. To say
Thank you for the
that there is no such thing is incredibly ignorant and illogical. Objective reasoning matters more to me than emotional gut responses. I do not believe in putting innocent people in jail just because ew, gross.
Jesus Christ. Thank you for the 5 gifted members. Thank you. Let's get some subs.
No, you're not Kino Casino.
No, I'm not. I can't do that. I don't like doing that anyways. I can't grift that hard. Let's see here. How can an animal provide meaningful consent to a human? I want to hear Leon read his justification for consent with an animal.
In the same way that an animal can provide meaningful consent to another animal. Stop. You know, Chris, you see, Chris, you're gonna have to walk with me on this one. It's gonna be weird. I'm telling you.
I ain't walking with you on this one.
Just walk.
You go
just
down
walk.
that
You
road.
gotta-
You
got-
go down
no,
that road yourself.
You have to walk with me. No, you have to.
No, you go
you
down
have
that
to.
road yourself.
No,
Where you going?
You have to. You have to.
Oh, what?
Chris, hypothetically.
No.
I'm so dead ass. It's not even funny.
Why are you being dead ass about this?
Hypothetically,
Okay.
if I were to ask for your consent to sex, you would hear me asking it, and you would either say yay or nay.
You would register.
And that is
it
how we
as
would
a
communicate that.
ask of
And
consent.
that is us registering that communication.
Uh-huh.
We understand the language of the English people.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fucking soul understands the language of the animal. These motherfuckers squawk, bark, meow, roar, quack. Who knows what they're fucking saying?
I don't know.
A peacock literally spreads its fucking ass wings to try to get the female peacock to spread its peacock legs. How in the fuck are we going with the animals just stare at each other? This motherfucker watched The Lion King and saw the fucking female lion lick Simba in the face and then watched them stare at each other and thought, oh, they got the fucking after. Like, what?
I love that we didn't even get through the full paragraph. We just got to that one sentence. We're
That
just
one
like, no,
sentence is
no.
fucking stupid. That one sentence.
Wait,
the next one is
wait,
worse. Most
wait.
communication between animals is nonverbal. So let's put this in human perspective. Imagine if I just looked at a woman and she looked at me, and then we just started fucking. There's grounds that's rape. Nobody made a sound. And you compound this with humans having sex with animals, because you mean to tell me if the human just looks at the animal and the animal cocks, imagine if this was a dog and the fucking human just looked at the dog and the dog did that fucking weird ass fucking head tilt thing, and the motherfucker just started fucking.
Also, Noid is right. Animals also don't have a concept of morality. They don't. They really
Can
don't.
you feel the cringe tonight?
Thank you for the membership and the 2, Just a Girl. Yeah, the cringe is pretty heavy today. The Idubbbz video.
That's a
put me-
man. Just a girl is a fucking man.
It's fine, whatever. Like
Anyone
dude,
who
the
has
cringe
to
levels
specify
are
that
like
they're a girl or a man is just a fucking weird looking man.
the cringe levels are
Unstrip your
like level
back.
9,000 lately. I don't want to read the rest. I'm so confused. Where are we? Have you ever seen the thousands of videos on YouTube in America's Funniest Home Videos where someone falls down and their dog immediately starts humping them? Which, okay. Is the dog not consenting to some form of sexual contract at that point? What?
We are
We're so detached from reality. We're so detached
So
from
look,
reality.
I used to have a dog that
I
would
also have
indeed
dogs.
dry hump any fucking stranger's leg. You know what happened? That stranger just shook the dog off of them.
And it's also a dominance
They
thing.
did not.
It's not sexual.
They did not spread that dog's legs and just start punishing that thing on the floor. What are we talking?
I don't know where we're going. I don't want to read the rest of this. Wait, I get that we live in a world where most people's interactions with animals are ones that have had their balls surgically removed without their consent, of course. So we're comparing raping an animal to neutering an animal. Got it. But animals with sex drives clearly don't give a shit about what they're fucking and just do whatever feels good to them. But does that mean that we can do that? No. This dude is a freak.
has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for bestiality and zoophilia. He's written multi-paragraph long essays through Reddit and YouTube comments, trying to restate his position whenever anyone makes fun of him for it. It's kind of like the whole leftist meme trend, where you turn everybody away because you included too many words. I won't read all of these for time's sake, but feel free to pause if you—
I'm so good. This one's long. I probably shouldn't have used the word meaningful, since it automatically paints a picture in people's minds that I'm talking about informed consent when I am not. Wait, what? I only use the word because it was a direct response to the words being used in the previous comment. I do not believe that animals are capable of informed consent like human beings are. The philosophical question is whether or not meaningful consent from the animal's perspective would require more than the dictionary definition of consent. See, when you start doing shit like this and like trying to rip apart what you meant by the words of consent and actions of consent, and you start having like debate rapist situation going on here, you're already too deep. Like, you're actually out of your fucking mind. It's completely done. It's completely done. You already lost. If animals require informed consent for a sexual act not to be inherently abusive, then that would mean that animals cannot consent to each other either. Most of the animal kingdom is rape.
Stop reading this shit. Stop reading this shit. Stop reading this shit. Stop reading this shit.
If you want to analyze these walls of text, this
Why am I
clearly became a
listening to
soft
the
spot.
fucking opinions of a furry? You don't know how to get your dick hard unless you see a zebra. Like, you sick.
It's
Why
so
the fuck?
funny.
Who the fuck?
Wait, what is this? I think it would be easier to just get a yes or no question. Do you condone zoophilia? I don't understand why it's so difficult to take a hard stance on this either way. I don't want to see a dissertation. It's a yes or no question that requires a yes or no answer. If you don't believe that every single farmer, animal breeder, Tom Green, and Jackass crew belong in jail, then you condone sexual acts on animals. When did the Jackass crew have sex with animals?
I'm done. Chris, nice reunion. Nice reunion, Chris.
I'm so glad you're back, buddy.
I can't. I can't. I'm going to watch Kino Casino.
Go have fun.
Maybe if you aren't a pussy, we could fucking get on Helldivers again after abandon the mission.
I'm probably gonna play. I'll probably play tonight. I'm down.
Fuck up.
Talk to you. All right, that was fun. Thank you, Leon.
Spot to Adam, as he'd get pissed whenever anyone joked about his bestiality defenses. The funniest instance of this is when Adam started an argument with Null, the owner of—
I'm so sorry. He argued with Null? That's some SJW level shit if I ever heard it. I'm sorry you dislike my opinions on moral philosophy, but treating this any more than nonsense. I don't see any difference in my opinion on abortion, assisted suicide, or drug legalization. Wait, what? You're defending fucking animals and Shotokan and Lolicon. Like, what is going on here? Check my DMs. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna be known to the horse point. Pissed me off. Fun fact. Okay.
G2G going to do college work as a palate cleanser.
Of course, girl. Thank you for stopping by. Horse racers, jockeys don't see race horses unprepared. They just don't pick a horse and put them in the track. Why? Because these horses are notoriously easily spooked. Okay, I don't want to read this.
Of Kiwi Farms, after he uploaded a video in late 2018 talking about the zoo safety—
Oh, I didn't read that. Let's see here. Where was I? Okay. Each one of those topics have huge moral implications associated with them, but obviously no one is obsessing about any of those because this is all about trying to paint me as some sort of animal abuser. Dude, you're the one trying to justify the idea that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals. Like, this is your fault that you did that. This is your fault. Okay? This is your fault. What are we supposed to interpret from it with how you're describing it? The animals I'm attracted to are lions anyways. Oh my god. So good luck trying to convince people I fuck those. No, you get hard to lions. You get hard to animals. Like, that is gross. What did Null say? You said something incredibly stupid and indefensible. What Ruben did was obviously worse than just jerking off your dog because it started humping you, or whatever you were trying to say is initiation of consensual sex. But it's still bestiality and still damaging to the animal to have a sexual relationship with what should be taking care of them. I'm not trying to hang you over wrong think, but it's fair to say your fandom is fundamentally about animal sex when all the community leaders seem to be apologists for animal sex. And yes, whether you accept that mantle or not, you are a community leader and one of the most high-profile furries in the entire world at this point. He's got a point there. You need to stop trying to defend this. I was made aware after this stream that your positions on consensual bestiality alleged putting a strain on your relationship with Mark. To the point where you cried when he refused to back you up on it. Whether it's true or not, it's clearly something that is not normal. That even people who really like you think it's not normal, and which shouldn't be a position you're willing to die on for. Jesus, he's so true about this. I like your stuff, dude. I've listened to every YMS at least a dozen times as ambience while we're doing work. Just wish you'd take the L on this and reconsider. Why is Null like being so nice? Like, what the fuck? Ember, I read some of it. I don't want to read the rest of it. I'm sorry.
Of Kiwi Farms, after he uploaded a video in late 2018 talking about the zoo sadist Wolf. In that video, he makes the claim that Adam is part of the growing normalization for fucking dogs.
Is Null wrong with that statement? Based on how Adam has been trying to argue this since we've watched this video, it makes sense that YMS is a part of the normalization of having sex with animals. Because you feel like there should be no consequence for people that have sex with animals that you believe can have consensual sex with other species. Like, it's not good.
Thank you for linking to the original video in the description so people can see the full argument, but I see why you left out so much of it. I stand by my controversial opinion, so even when he gets called out for this, he stands by it. I do not believe that sex with animals should be encouraged, but I am wholeheartedly against imprisoning those who have had non-abusive sexual relations with animals. To say there is no such thing is incredibly ignorant and illogical. Objective reasoning matters more to me than emotional gut responses. I do not believe putting innocent people in jail because ill grows. How can an animal provide meaningful consent to a human in the same way that an animal can provide meaningful consent to another animal? Most communications between animals are non-verbal. Have you ever seen the thousands of videos on YouTube and America's Funniest Home Videos where someone falls down and their dog immediately starts humping them? Is the dog not consenting to some form of sexual contact at that point? I get that we live in a world where most people's interactions with animals are only ones that have had their balls surgically removed, without their consent, of course. But animals with sex drives clearly don't give a shit about what they're fucking at.
And is instead attracted to... Adam typed out one of his essays saying he isn't actually attracted to animals, and is instead attracted to...
I'm so sorry. Like, it's an animal. It's part animal. You're attracted to that. You said that you can't get hard without an anthropomorphic animal. Not a human. Not a human. An animal.
To anthropomorphic lions. He also spends...
How does that make it any better? He's sexually attracted to anthropomorphic animals. How does that change anything?
To this argument, claiming he's not trying to defend bestiality, but is instead...
But the thing is that you're arguing against the idea of people going to jail for having sex with animals. That is defending bestiality.
Arguing against general societal hypocrisies. To him...
How is this a societal hypocrisy? We shouldn't even be having this convo. If you fuck an animal, you go to jail. Like, there should be no ifs, ands, buts, hypotheticals, none of this shit. Goodbye.
It's retarded when people feign outrage over fucking dogs, and not horse racing and factory farming.
You go to some of those, like, Twitter threads of the ones being like, you must never forget that this man said that said that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals, and then they leave out the part where I said, well, only if it's if there's literally no measurable harm or distress placed on the animal, which would make it.
It is still rape of an animal. An animal cannot tell you if they are having a problem or not. No, Thuman. No. No, meow.
It literally less
I didn't do that.
Harmful than the entire farming industry, the entire breeding industry, right? Things that people are already okay with. But no, of course, you don't apply that same logic to people in those industries. You don't go to people who are like farmers or have ever been to like a horse race. So much more abusive than the examples I'm talking about. You don't apply that same level of criticism to them.
Okay. See, now I get why Ember sent me this. All right, let me read this. So Ember sent me a dissertation as to why his point involving horse races is retarded. I gotta make this known because the horse point pissed me off. Fun fact, horse races or jockeys don't race horses unprepared. They don't pick a horse and put them onto the track. Why? Because horses are notoriously and easily spooked. So they help them get used to being enclosed spaces and don't panic. Also, any good jockey or horse owner wouldn't race a horse that clearly doesn't like it. All of this to say there are things done to make sure horses are more comfortable racing. It is very important to decentivize racehorses because if not, it won't just hurt the jockey and the horse physically, but if the horse freaks out bad enough, it could injure themselves, which means they have to get shot. Their jockey, other horses, and other jockeys or people in the nearby vicinity. I don't know anything about horses, so this is the best I'm going to get. This is not a thing about for horse races. This applies to any horse you get. Ranchers do this. If you get a horse that is it is necessary that you do this so the horse doesn't get scared and accidentally harm themselves or people around them. Like, there are literal videos on YouTube showing people doing this and how to do it. This is one of them. Okay, let's see what this is.
Come here, baby. Oh.
This does not seem like abuse. This doesn't seem like abuse at all.
I think you're full of shit. I think these people are so full of shit.
If this type of argument sounds familiar, it's exactly what Vosh does. Vosh has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for CP and Lolicon, arguing that people shouldn't be outraged about it because children are being used to make chocolates and the clothes we're wearing right now. But
that's actually like the funniest shit ever, is that was Vosh's entire fucking take. Is like, well, you should be mad at like people that are abusing kids picking cocoa. Why aren't you mad at that? How come you're mad at child porn? God, Vosh. Oh man, Rob really just raped him here. It's literally the same kind of argumentation points.
both are using whataboutism to distract people from the fact that they're being apologists for immoral behavior. Null pretty easily defeated Adam's argument by stating, "We eat meat because we need to eat to survive. We inseminate horses and cattle artificially because we are selectively breeding them for some purpose. There is no situation in which a person needs to give a dog a blowjob."
True!
From what I've shown, that is something of biological risk for the human and psychological damage for the animal. By the way, this conversation would go on for multiple days. To give Null some
that sounds like Null.
criticism, he shouldn't have even tried engaging with this guy. Adam is never going to change his position. Null should have just called him a dog fucker and left it at that. And this
Rob's not wrong on that one. I can't say anything deeper than that. This guy wants to fuck dogs.
Isn't stuff of the past.
Or like animals. He wants to he's sexually attracted to lions.
As recent as a year ago, Adam is still on Reddit arguing about bestiality. It's a repetitive cycle for him. This stuff would resurface from time to time, most notably in spring of 2020, when he defended Idubbbz and Anissa during the OnlyFans controversy.
No, he didn't. He didn't defend the cuck drama. No way.
And yes, these guys are friends.
So Idubbbz and Anissa are friendly with a guy that has defended the idea that if you fuck an animal, you shouldn't go to jail. Got real good people in your corner, Ian. You got real great defenders, brother.
How shocking. People posted memes mocking his bestiality takes, leading Adam to talk about it on stream for over an hour. He blames
No way!
the discourse still existing on people being terminally online, which is ironic as hell since he's the one constantly talking about it on Reddit.
Like, a lot of these people are just fucking awful. Like, holy shit. Like, go outside or something.
Maybe you shouldn't have takes involving animal fucking. How about that? I feel like that's more terminally online than people throwing it in your face and going, hey, you're a freak. You want to defend the idea that if people have sex with animals, that they can determine consent or harm to the animal. That means that they shouldn't go to jail. It's like, what? Huh?
The world is not Twitter.
He also expands on his previous whataboutism-style arguments by saying it was always about moral consistency and not bestiality, even though he can literally use anything else to demonstrate this.
And then people come out against some guy that, like...
Yeah, that's a good point that Rob just brought up. He could have used any other example. Any other example to explain that, but he went to bestiality. That is a good point from Rob. You could do that with anything, but he chose bestiality, and he's a furry. And he gets sexually turned on by lions. And then the defense of the Shotokan stuff? There's too much. Chris, check DMs. Okay, what is it? No way.
Like, sucked an animal penis or something.
We're gonna read that, and then, I'm gonna show you that comment.
It's like, okay, you're being a fucking hypocrite. That's stupid. Like, that's my point. It's not about, like, just...
This is what Vosh got in trouble for. You know when everyone was like, Vosh is like pro-CP, and he's like, that's crazy. You guys are just taking my debates out of context. Blah, 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 blah. You don't understand the point. And then Vosh got caught with lolicon on his computer. Horses fucking children. And everybody was right. Now, YMS, I'm not accusing you of having shit on your computer, but people that usually defend shit like this, it usually comes out eventually.
It's more about moral consistency than anything else.
I think people are fucking stupid.
Earlier in the stream, he chastises people who he claims are morally grandstanding over the topic, adding on that it's a
This is not okay, Adam, because I know you're gonna watch the clip eventually. I'm just gonna tell you, this isn't morally grandstanding. This is called being a regular human being that understands that a human woman, is attractive, and somebody that is an animal or a anthropomorphic animal or an actual animal is not attractive. And it's actually wrong and disgusting and degenerate and something that needs to be rooted out and destroyed from society. That's the difference, okay? Like you're a freak. You're an actual fucking freak. And you could have used any other conversation point in your debate other than bestiality.
Moral to judge someone based on philosophical disagreements.
Like the entire concept of rallying against me for this position, the entire concept of doing that is to basically say, hey, we are the arbiters of morality. That is clearly immoral, and we all...
You're a debate rapist. You're a debate pedophile. I'm not calling you a pedophile, okay? It's a term, Adam. You're a debate rapist. You're a debate pedo. Like, you want to debate this shit, and you don't see the obvious hole that you keep digging yourself. When normal people see you say these things, you just keep digging your hole, and you just keep digging the hole, and you keep going. And you're going all the way down to the center of the earth with your take, buddy. All because you can't let it go. This is pirate software level shit that you're dealing with right now.
All need to band together to reassure ourselves of what morality is. We are moral, he is not. Let's all agree on that.
You aren't moral. You are trying to say that people shouldn't be arrested for fucking animals. And I understand that it's the aspect of the consent. It's an animal! Like,
you know, be angry about it or whatever, right? It's coming from a moral superiority kind of perspective, right?
Yes! You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna take it. I am morally superior to you. In every single fundamental level. The regular layman, that cousin fucker in Alabama, is morally better than you because he isn't raping dogs. like a random shitter on the street, a homeless man, has more moral integrity than you.
The ultimate irony in that is that I believe it's incredibly immoral to completely write someone off as a person entirely based off of a philosophical disagreement. Like, wait, would that not also constitute these same people applying that to themselves for doing that? Like,
I'm not going to, because I'm not defending fucking animals and being sexually attracted to lions.
There are some people legitimately that think that I shouldn't be able to pursue my passions, that I shouldn't have an...
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're a freak. I'm saying you're a freak. I'm not saying you should lose your platform because there's no evidence that you have sexually raped an animal, but like, you're a freak and you're just gonna get shit for it. That's all you gotta do. You shouldn't be responding.
Audience because they disagree with me on a moral philosophical issue. Like, that's not moral. That's incredibly immoral.
This is one of the most insanely retarded things I've ever heard.
It really is.
Flat out saying that it's bad to judge someone based on their philosophies and their beliefs, as if people can't have harmful stances on certain topics. This take sounds like something coming from a legit neo-Nazi. Oh, you think it's bad I want to exterminate all Jews? Well, you're the bigoted one, because you're judging me badly as a person for saying that. And when that logic doesn't persuade people, Adam brings up other people who have argued for bestiality, showing confusion as to why those people aren't getting as much shit as him.
Debate Destiny on it? Of course.
Yeah, Destiny's a freak. Destiny's a freak. Destiny's been a freak for a long fucking time. He's a degenerate. He's a sex addict. He's debated stupid fucking positions before. Everybody shits on Destiny for this stuff. I don't know what the fuck you're going with your... Nobody's mad at Destiny for this. People gave Destiny shit for his bestiality takes. His lolicon shotacon takes. He's in the middle of a lawsuit for committing revenge pornography on women. Like, shut up. Stay away from Petco. True Noid.
But it wouldn't be much of a debate because he agrees with me on that. Have you ever seen the clips of him talking about the exact same shit? Of course you haven't, because he's not a furry, so people don't share those around the internet. Like, he has the exact same opinion.
I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on. What?
On that. Have you ever seen the clips of him talking about the exact same shit? Of course you haven't, because he's not a furry, so people don't share those around the internet. Like,
he's not a furry, so he doesn't share, so people don't share those around the internet. So by your own logic, Adam, are you saying that furries debate animal fucking? Like, just furries in general? Like, I'm not sure what you mean there. He's not a furry, so people don't share those around the internet. Oh, I get it. It's because you're a furry. You are being attacked unjustly. My bad. I read into it a little too much. I'll apologize to you, Adam. That doesn't change anything. If a non-furry came out and said, I want to fuck animals, that dude's gonna get shit for it.
He has the exact same opinion. If people are gonna come at me pretending as if
he really does just sound like a disgusting Redditor.
There's anything malicious about my perspective on it, I would say that applies more to Destiny than me, because his response is literally just like, yeah, fuck animals, they're less species, rape them, whatever. I could shoot up a room full of cats and not feel anything about it if I didn't get caught. That's his...
That's all, yeah, his position's fucking insane and disgusting and disturbing and something that needs to be fucking criticized, which it has been. In your case, you are also defending those positions, but you're adding that caveat of, what if there's consent? It's like, I'm sorry, can an animal even consent in the first place? The answer is no.
That's his opinion on it, so I don't know how much of a debate we'd actually have.
Huh. I wonder why Destiny's degenerate community is defending his takes on zoophilia. The same community that's currently defending Destiny for having potential CP in his possession.
Damn, Rob.
He's 13 years old now. Oh, dang it! Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Rob, holy shit. Holy shit.
Adam claims that people are only going after him because he's a furry, not because he's consistently defending the stuff
that was the most base thing I've ever seen.
over the years, and gets mad when you connect the dots.
There are people that, like, really, really want to believe that I'm a bad person, and so this is as close as they get.
Dude, I don't hate you for your takes in movies. I don't have a problem with any of that shit, right? You be a leftist, be a furry, whatever. You're a freak for the furry shit. But, like, you have created argumentation to the idea that people shouldn't be arrested for raping dogs and animals in general. Like, that's wrong. That's why people think you're a freak.
You know, I'm not like...
And that you also are sexually attracted to lions.
Taking advantage of people. I'm not, like, abusing anybody. I'm not, like...
No, Adam, it's... People criticize people for things that they find disgusting or wrong or morally wrong or fundamentally wrong in some fucking capacity, right? What you have stated and you have argued and you have put on the internet is wrong to normal society.
Like being a massive asshole to people.
Thank you, Pigeon, for the 34 months. Ice King W, true.
Or like stealing money or anything. It's literally just like...
You're afraid.
It's literally just, oh, this guy has an opinion on something, and I disagree with that opinion.
No. Let's boil it down even more. You're just a freak. And the internet, for decades, has shit on people like you, Adam. It's not just your opinion. It's the fundamental nature of what you are fucking talking about and trying to argue on behalf.
I'm gonna get very emotional about this person's opinion and try to present it in a way where I can connect the dots, and it's no longer just an opinion. No, this is actual abuse from his words, right?
Because you are justifying the action of these individuals, saying, "Well, if there's consent, people shouldn't be arrested." And your words were, what was it again? Fuck, I already forgot it. I'm so like amped up by this fucking video. He tried to argue the consent aspect, and then if there's any undue harm on the animal. Like, you're arguing that. You are literally committing an act on a thing that cannot consent. And you justified it with, well, if a dog, if you fall and a dog humps you, is that not them just doing the, implied consent? You tried to argue implied consent of animals.
I think connecting the dots can be very valid sometimes. Using Vosh as an example again, not only has he consistently defended CP and Lolly, but he was also found to have Lolicon on his computer. What? And recently, someone leaked DMs showing Vosh sending inappropriate messages to a minor. I think it's fair to connect—
What? I was not aware of this. I'm so sorry. Vosh did what? I was not aware that Vosh has DMs that leaked of him being sexual with a minor. No fucking shot. Howdy doody, Fred and Rooney. Oh, God.
What a cute little pussy.
Thank you for the 20.
Even if you want to be a debate PDF file about consent, you will zoophilia. The most intelligent animals in the world are only as smart as toddlers and kindergarteners. And last time I checked, 2 to 5 year olds can't consent.
They cannot. Oh, Teddy with the 10. Yes, defends dog fucking, but man, his Lion King video was decent. Now, I wouldn't fuck a lion myself, but we all have hobbies. Thank you, Teddy.
And recently, someone leaked DMs showing Vosh sending inappropriate messages to a minor.
Pigeon.
I think it's fair to connect all those things together and claim Vosh is a pedophile. I'm not trying to say that Adam is as bad as Vosh, but he's still showing a repeated pattern of behavior where he's defending deplorable shit, while at the same time pretending like it's a philosophical debate in order to evade criticism. What really ties this all together is Adam's bizarre sexual obsession with Scar. The main
How can you find a animated lion sexy? I will never understand that. How can you look at this? I'm gonna just take the captions off the screen. How could you look at this and think that's sexually fucking gratifying to you? How? Like, how do you sit there and go, yeah, I beat off to that? How do you do that? How do you sit there and do that?
main villain of Disney's The Lion King. He loves Scar so much that he's commissioned someone to draw his persona caressing the cock of an anthropomorphic Scar.
I'm sorry, what did he do?
Scar so much that he's commissioned someone to draw his persona caressing the cock of an anthropomorphic Scar.
And this dude wants me to think that he doesn't want to fuck animals?
Even weirder are a full set of drawings he commissioned showing a non-bipedal Scar getting fucked in the asshole by a dildo.
Wait. So he turns around and goes, yeah, I'm only sexually attracted to anthropomorphic versions of animals, right? And then apparently he also commissioned a actual, like, animal version of Scar getting raped by a dildo. Like, how is he mad that people can come to the conclusion that he might want to fuck an animal? Like,
yes, these exist, and can be found on his Not Safe for Work Twitter account. This man jerks it to gay lion porn. It's all even...
What a delivery, Rob. What a delivery.
Weirder when you remember how many times Adam has stated that he's only attracted to furries.
If I was a zoophile, I'd straight up say it. I'm borderline stupid with what I'll admit to. But here's a little something to help you out just in case you're confused. Would bang, would not bang, would bang, would not bang.
How does this...
I feel like that doesn't really change much, Adam.
Yeah, just in case you're confused.
I'm sorry.
Would bang.
You would bang that? Those look like dogs. Like actual dogs. You would bang that? You're gonna bang that.
Would not bang.
But you're telling me you wouldn't bang that. I don't believe you.
Would bang. Would not bang.
How does this excuse work when you're attracted to a cartoon lion? Well, you see,
I'm so sorry. He was begging Shadman
would
what?
Bang. Would not bang.
How does...
begging Shadman to draw him porn. Okay, but when you guys going to draw and animate 4K images of my horse persona getting railed in the ass by Scar from the Lion King? Asking Shadman? Back in 2017.
Cheers, my dude. Love ya. No homo.
So that's why he hasn't uploaded the part 2 to his live action
It always
Lion
comes
King
back.
movie review.
It always comes back to Shadman. Think you got him for the 5. It always comes back to Shadman. It always comes. Any one of these fucking degenerates, it always somehow goes back to Shadman. Shadman really is like the Epstein of YouTube.
How does this excuse work when you're attracted to a cartoon lion? Well, you see, he loves Scar for his personality, not because he's a lion.
Like, if I fall in love with a character, I'm literally falling in love with a character. Like, the actual character.
Do you not hear the mental illness that is exiting your mouth? It is a fictional thing. Do you not hear the mental illness coming out of you? It's a fucking animated lion.
I wouldn't be attracted to the design of Scar from The Lion King if he didn't have the same voice or mannerisms or anything like that. Like, it's all still there. In the same way that it would be for a human being. But it's really difficult for people to, like, rationalize things that they don't understand.
I don't know why, but this sounds like something you'd hear from a safe, sleazy, nice guy. He's sexually into Scar for his personality, I guess. But you see, according to Adam, it's perfectly fine for someone to be sexually attracted to cartoon animals. He even used this thing called the Harkness test to justify it. And if you don't know what that is, it's a test ranking how permissible sexual relations are with non-human entities.
Why is that a thing? 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 What psychologist made that a thing?
For context of this next clip, Anissa brought up the female white cat from the Aristocats.
Of course Anissa brought something up to get him his jimmies rustled.
It's like a Marilyn Monroe type voice.
Right. How is that, like a small kitten?
No,
it's like a mom cat. I'm just trying to figure out why it's wrong.
Well, because
it passes the Harkness test.
Idubbbz, what? I'm so sorry. What did Idubbbz just say? He's trying to understand why finding the cat from Aristocats sexual is wrong. Is he really? Did he really just fucking say that?
Cat from the Aristocats.
It's like a Marilyn Monroe type voice.
Right. How is that, like a small kitten?
No,
it's like a mom cat. I'm just trying to figure out why it's wrong.
It's an animal. It's an animated animal. that people find sexually attractive. That's what's wrong with it. How isn't Ian understanding that?
Well, because
it passes the Harkness test.
Yeah, yeah.
What's a Harkness test?
You've never heard of the Harkness test? Okay, so people, now that we're in the age of, like, everybody's just attracted to weird shit that's, like, just all, like, fictional, like dragons.
All of this is wrong. It's degenerate, wrong, disgusting. We should not be in this age, okay? If you come out publicly and say, man, I'm really sexually attracted to animals, you need to be, like, lined up. You need to be lined up. Find a wall. I don't know where. I don't know what's going to happen to you up against that wall, but, like, we should not be okay with this as a fucking society.
Right. So now there's the debate over, like, okay, is it ethical to, like, be attracted to this thing? So, like,
No, it's not. It's not. You're just a debate rapist.
Random person, like, I don't know if their name was Hark or something, but furries and, like, most other online communities that, like, talk about fictional porn or whatever have generally accepted this, where the Harkness test is like, okay, is this creature of adult age for that creature in the fiction? And are they able to...
How is, like, Ian, like, laughing at this? I'd be like, what is wrong with you? Why is this a thing that, like, even happens? Thank you for the 5. Ian's looking to get any form of pussy by any means necessary. Listen, pigeon, what you just did is you made fun of Idubbbz and his wife. He is now going to make a 20-minute response video to you.
Communicate with you on a level in that is, you know, like equivalent to, like, English or whatever, right? And, like, these different standards, it's like, this is okay, this is not okay, and it's generally accepted. So
yeah, no, that's fair.
Kind of funny.
Yes. It's valid to fuck any animal if you deem it intelligent enough. I couldn't expect a better take from the guy who dresses up as a horse.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. So if the animal is intelligent enough, you can rape it, is kind of the argument that they're going with.
Makes the same arguments about babies that Adam does about animals.
Archer, I didn't say it. You said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was not expecting an Amos Yee reference today.
In a skirt, the degenerate OnlyFans model with tattoos on every inch of her body, and her cuck husband. His hardcore fans are well aware of his attraction to Scar, and have turned it into a community meme. It got so
Man, just like how Vosh's community made the horse meme a meme, you know, made the horse thing a meme. Just like that. Rob might be right. There's a lot of parallels between him and Vosh right now.
Social that these fans raised $1,000 to get Adam a life-size Scar doll, which he received in the mail only a month ago.
That's a bit
Tail?
wild, but okay.
Not very long.
That
it's
is
very short. It's a very short tail.
I
and
agree.
Since people are undoubtedly making conspiracy theories, there's no hole in the back. Okay.
Yeah, magically, there's no hole in the back when you first get it and show it on stream. What happened after the month? What happened after the month, buddy?
Okay.
It would be in the front, duh. To put the bad dragon toy in.
There's no holes anywhere. So yeah,
I don't mind his fans joking about this, but I'm laughing at him, not with him. I'm not going to definitively say that Adam wants to fuck real animals, but I can't exactly.
Yeah, I can't say that either. But like his debate tactics and his actions are really mirroring somebody who used to do the same kind of debate tactics that ended up getting caught doing the thing that people said he was doing.
Someone for thinking that. All this stuff put together paints a really disturbing picture, but not enough people seem to really know about this stuff, so I wanted to talk about it. I used to be a fan of this guy, and I still think it's fine to watch his videos, but for me at least, I'm not going to be able to look at them the same way again. Like when watching his Lion King videos, there will always be a voice at the back of my mind, telling me that he likes the movie not just because it's good, but because he goons really hard to it.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so apparently he responded to Rob. Actually, wait. I want to show this to you first. So this is like the first response. I think this is in Rob's comment section. I don't know where somebody got this screenshot. I'm just going to double check Rob's video actually, because I want to see if it's in there. I just want to double check. I don't know where this comment came from. I don't see it listed on here. I don't know where this comment's coming from. Oh, nope. Yep. Holy shit. This is a Dark Viper comment. There's no other way for me to describe this. Look how long this shit is. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's 1 out of 5 comments. What do you mean out of 5? Did he do like other He did other independent comments. Oh my God. I'm not reading all these. No. No, I'm not. No fucking way. I just want to show the important one. All right. There's no fucking shot I'm reading all that. No. You can't pay me enough to read that. Let's see here. Here we go. This is the one I wanted to show you guys. All right. Let's read this one in particular because I find it pretty interesting. Yeah, I stand by everything I said in that clip. Adults with brains are capable of understanding. I don't care if someone draws something disgusting as long as no one's being harmed. It's a normal position to have. No, it's not. You wouldn't know this because your audience is filled with minors that you have been caught liking porn to. What? Is YMS accusing Rob's media of having a minor audience and that he's been gooning on the timeline? Huh? I follow Rob. I don't see any porn on Rob's timeline, but okay. Either go outside or make a video canceling the entire country of Japan. Yeah, the country of Japan is a fucking disgusting place when it comes to the Shotokan lolicon stuff. I don't know, I don't know what that means, but okay. At least you'd be targeting an amount of people that actually consume lolly instead of pearl clutching a likely autistic person thinks autistically. Okay. This guy's a retard. Guess what? None of these videos or comments that you've included in your video have been deleted by me. You know why? Because I'm not hiding anything. That's fine. He's just saying people forgot. It doesn't matter how many mouth-breathing groomers like yourself. Groomers! YMS is accusing Rob's media of grooming children. That is a fucking wild accusation to put out there. Holy shit. Pretend not to understand basic shit. It's not going to stop me from being an honest person. I'm not going to start censoring myself just because you keep crying in between your sessions of sending nudes to minors. So from what the chat's telling me, and I'm pretty sure I remember this, Bad Empanada actually put out fake information involving Rob, involving harming kids, which was not true. It was Bad Empanada putting out a completely fake thing. So now that we know that YMS is a Bad Empanada fan and will take things at face value, I will do the same to him and say, on face value, with the information that I have seen, Adam wants to rape a lion. He wants to rape animals. I'm not gonna pretend this game. I'm not gonna play. If you want to play this game, YMS, if you want to play this game, Adam, you want to rape animals, and you probably have raped an animal. If you want to play the game of there's no evidence, but I'm going to say it anyways, you're an animal rapist. How about that, Rob? Not Rob. How about that, Adam? How about that, YMS? Because what you've just done is you've opened the floodgate for people to say crazy shit about you. Way bigger than you just being a freak that defended that shit. Now, you've put yourself into the firing squad of crazy shit can be made up about you because you are willing to go lower than somebody and say crazy shit about them. That is insanity to me that you just did this. There's a hippies video about me that people are asking me to respond to. Unfortunately, I'm out on the biggest work trip of a year that I do annually. I won't be able to provide a thorough response until I'm back in over a week. Oh, so he's literally doing the Dark Viper meme. I believe this was intentional. You think that Rob purposely put this video out so you couldn't respond to it? Like, what is wrong with this guy? I've already left a lengthy, detailed comment response with timestamps in the video comment sections debunking the claims. I've reached out to the original video creator on multiple platforms requesting him to pin my comments for visibility and transparency. He has ignored me and refuses to do so. Even his friend, who republished the hit piece on their own channel with minimal commentary, has refused to pin any comments responding to their claims. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Here's why. First off, you just accused a man of being a groomer when they aren't a groomer, when Rob did not accuse you of having sex with animals, Adam. So whatever happens to you moving forward is a making of your own design and your own arguments, and your own arguments make me believe that you would fuck an animal if you had the chance. There you go. The reason I'm not sharing a direct link to the video here is because it contains a detailed descriptions of pornographic images involving myself and consenting adults, plus instructions on how to access with... Wait, what? Huh? Since my main account is not set to 18+, I will still be not sharing that here. The original video creator is perfectly comfortable keeping these sections in his video uncensored to his audience. What do you mean uncensored? He didn't post anything involving pornography being shown within the video. But we just watched it. He didn't show any of the pornographic nature in the video. The only thing he showed was you going, I'd bang that and I'd bang that. There was nothing that was pornographic. It was sexual, but it wasn't pornographic. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just straight up lying right now. Let's see here. To which we all know that higher than average percentage of 13 to 17-year-olds view. So then, can't we turn that on you and you talking about your furry degeneracy and wanting to fuck animal men? Can't that be thrown in your face that you're talking about that on platforms that is between 13 to 17? Can't we throw that in your face that you're maybe grooming these kids into being comfortable with the idea of having sex in animal costumes through your justifications of it and your argumentations of bestiality? How about that, Adam? How about we just play bad faith game and I'll play that bad faith card to you? Now, do I believe it? No. But you're the one that's opening the floodgates at this point, that whoever argues with you now is going to throw that in your face. So good job. Both of his friends have the option to set their videos to 18 plus on their end, but they refuse to do so, ensuring that at least some minors are given detailed descriptions of explicit material and how to access it. You're the one that talks about your disgusting furry degeneracy on podcasts, publicly, on websites that also carry 13 to 17. So I don't know what the fuck that means. But they reduce it, ensuring at least amount of minors are given detailed description of explicit material and how to access it. This is unacceptable and clear violations of YouTube's terms of service. So now we're going to flag Rob. So now we're going to be a flag it. Really? So that's a call to action to get Rob banned and the individual that reacted to it. If you're an adult who wishes to view the original video, make sure to sort the comments by new, then scroll until you see mine. Then upvote my comment for visibility so people can be informed that I've responded and intend to be responding more thoroughly when I'm back in town. Oh my God. He's pulling a Dark Viper. For now, I'm just going to continue focusing my work during this busy week. If you're upset that I'm not doing a video response until a week from now, you can blame the original uploader who either planned this intentionally or didn't do any research on me at all outside of copy-pasting clips and JPEGs on gossip forums. Why would he know or give a shit that you go on vacation once a year? How does that play into the video? It doesn't. It doesn't. If you aren't interested in watching this video, the TLDR is that more of the same shit I've already thoroughly responded to a billion times in a billion different platforms 10 to 15 years ago. I shared my perspective on various controversial and moral philosophical issues, debate rapist. And because I was in my early 20s, I didn't phrase myself as well as I could have today. The 10th most viewed video on the YMS highlights channel is one of my responding to this exact thing that happened years ago. Feel free to watch that if you're curious. Jesus Christ. This really is just Dark Viper pirate software level fucking crash out right now. Is yet another absolute nothing burger supported by the fact that these people have always keep going back to 10, 15 years for these clips instead of focusing on any of the lengthy and numerous clarifications I've made since then. He did add those clarifications. The clarifications didn't add anything to it. It actually, in my opinion, made it look worse. So, you know. My response is like the one I mentioned. It's only framed as, wow, he must be obsessed with the subject if he keeps talking about it, all while failing to mention the only times I've ever mentioned this subject was people demand I make a response to the same 10, 15-year-old clips being dug up over and over. It's maliciously dishonest and intentional. The framing of the original video is both ignorant and irresponsible, making no effort to do their due diligence for fact-checking. 1/3 of the video is pure speculation or outright fiction.
Love ya. No homo. Wow, an animal abuse defender, possible enjoyer, and a sensitive, thin-skinned, false flagger? What a stand-up guy. No wonder Anissa and Ian love him.
True! True! Thank you for the 20, Teddy.
You little pussy.
That is a ridiculous
So I rewatched
notification.
the Lion King video, still good, but the 15-minute segment where he just fucks a lion is so unnecessary. My biggest issue with it is that he didn't even flirt with the lion a little before fucking it. It was rude.
How did you get that past the censors, Teddy? That's crazy. I can't believe YouTube let you donate that. Thank you for the 20, bro. Holy shit. That's great. Let's see. I've archived their original posts along with proof that their videos are still accessible to minors without requiring any sign up to view them. Wait, what? What is he talking about? Am I stupid? Did Rob put something in the description? Because if Rob posted something in the description, he's a fucking retard. I'll say that much. But like, there's nothing in the description that shows that Rob posted any sort of links. I'll even show you right here. There's no links that I saw within the videos. He's talking about that. He censored the stuff here. You have the 18 plus account that you have public. Like, what did Rob do wrong here? What did Rob do wrong? I've over the years presented in the way intentionally removed nuance and intent. 1/3 of the video is unironically shaming me for being a queer furry. First off, you should feel shame for being a furry. Not because you're gay. You should feel shame that you are a furry. You should feel regret for being a furry. You should feel completely degenerately disgusting if you identify as a furry. So, you know, proof that their videos are still accessible to minors without requiring any sign-in to view them. They both have been notified of how irresponsible this is. The original uploader has ignored me, and his friends wound up arguing with me in his comment section, attempting to justify their decision. It's apparently not worth the ad revenue to prevent minors for their audience from hearing a description of pornographic material with screenshots showing how to access it. What access? Like Rob just showing your 18 plus Twitter account that is public? Like what links did he provide? I don't see any of this. The whole video, if Rob provided a link that directly linked pornography and said, hey, kids, you could go look at this yourself, because I know he said you could look at the Twitter account for yourself. You're the one that has a public 18 plus Twitter account. People on Twitter, if somebody retweets that following you and they have a minor there and sees the porn because it's a public 18 plus account, it's still a public 18 plus account. Rob didn't do anything wrong here. Should Rob have said, go look at that? Probably not. But realistically, you're the one that has the public-facing 18-plus Twitter account that can be retweeted by anybody and seen by anybody. He did list out a few 18-plus sites as an example, but he didn't link them, just said their name. So he just said the name. Does that mean that Rob is trying to purposely put these kids into a sexualized situation? Is he justifying that shit? No, he says it's degenerate, disturbing, disgusting. Like, I don't... Like, worst you could say is that Rob shouldn't have said that, but, like, that's what every fucking channel on the planet does. Where they're like, hey, like, we assume our audiences are 18 plus, which they usually are, the majority of the audience. Only a small fraction of it is kids. But because people lie on the internet about their age, you don't really know for a fact. That's fair. But Rob's not a groomer. Rob's not saying this is good people. Rob's content is obviously not for kids. It even says this video contains material not suitable for all ages. He already did the disclaimer. It's obvious it's not made for kids. This guy's just making shit up now. It's apparently not worth the ad revenue. If anyone else can help me archive information from these two channels before they delete them, that would be greatly appreciated since I'm very busy on the work trip. What is Rob going to delete? What's Rob going to delete? Like, genuinely, what is he going to do? He made a video shitting on you. That's it. And talking about your past controversies, which it's all there. Adam's a snake, dude. Adam's a fucking snake. Adam's a snake, bro. Hardcore snake. This is actually frustrating. This guy really is just gay furry Dark Viper. Or gay furry Pirate Software, which he was already a furry. My God. Like, wow. No wonder Ian and Anissa are friends with Adam. No wonder, dude.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you, Core, for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there. And we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often. So make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.